Hi, Taurus. Welcome into your reading. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so we are reading for the third to fourth week of December. So we're rolling right ahead. So, guys, like I say, time and energy is fluid, so consider this the latter half of December. It can even be extended out. You're all going through different phases in your life, dating different signs. So please take it with a grain of salt as far as timing. Now, what's going on for my Taurus, please? Incoming energy spirit, please have them recognized as the kings. My queens is going to be the energy of the querent, which is you guys. So, for anybody that's new, now you know how I read. Situation, please. And that's just only for YouTube because you're a large audience and we want to discern who's who. But okay. The Emperor and the Six of Swords. So either, wow, God, talk about heavy Aries energy here. You have the Emperor, which is an Aries card, but at the bottom of the deck, you also have the Fool, which is also an Aries card, with the Six of Swords. Disengaging, mentally taking yourself away from an individual and leaving this person behind. If it's not you, then it's them. Cards are energies. Please be discerning adults and place them where they belong. Now, I see you are taking a risk and a leap of faith by disengaging and leaving this individual behind. Okay, it's as simple as that. Yeah, you're kind of like taking one last look behind you and you're out. What's coming towards my Taurus, please? Okay. Okay, this is interesting, guys. I'm putting up my hair because I can't. But anyway, the Seven of Cups and the Sun is at the bottom of the deck. You're definitely reviewing your options. All right, because obviously, since you're mentally disengaging or leaving someone behind, you're really considering what to do, what's your options, and sorry, you're like, what's right for me? You're looking at all of these baubles inside. You're like, I want the one that's going to fill my heart, the one that's going to fulfill me. I don't want the cup with the trash inside. No, thank you. You can give that to the next door neighbor. Bye. But at the bottom of the deck, this is what I love. Not the part where my hair is sticking out. This part, the sun, where you're very happy. This is the emotional feeling that every human being strives to achieve, whatever that is for you. And most people, some people's priorities are different than others. It doesn't matter. The feeling of happiness is coming in. I think you're starting to see the brighter side in something. You're starting to see things differently. And from what I'm understanding for 2024 Taurus, I think you guys are going to be quite lucky in love. It is just the way the planets are aligning for you and in the houses that they're going to be aligning throughout the year. So you're going to see some ups and downs. But you're going to see some blessings. Maybe in the beginning they won't seem like a blessing to you, but they'll be blessing in disguise. Because this year was a hard year. It was the year of seven. It was self enlightenment. What you can and cannot tolerate, what you've been through, and reflecting on it and not doing it again. Things like that. Why you're holding on to energy that doesn't really serve or suit you anymore. You are going to finish up reflecting on all those things and you're going to apply it in your life in 2024. And you're going to come to find that it's going to be a much more peaceful, happier place for you. Now, we are in retrograde, so communication is going to be a little bit botched, especially for Aries, especially for Capricorn, because it's going through Capricorn. There's two other signs, damn it, I forget. But it's going to be toughest for them. I don't think you're one of them. But the point is, if you're dealing with those individuals, it's going to be tough communicating with them because of Mercury retrograde. And it doesn't go direct again until the new year in January. What doesn't Taurus see coming? I know that sometimes I mix, horoscope situations with your tarot reading because overall the channel is meant to be about enlightenment, but you use every tool you can to help, right? But besides that, these planetary alignments, they're influences, just like the tarot is. So you use all of the tools that you have at your disposal to help you understand what you're going through and what you're processing. Now, with that said, what is coming in towards you is the Two of Cups. I literally just got done telling you, you're going to have a great year in love. Two of Cups and the High Priestess. All right, so this is a little bit important, and I hope that I'm making sense and I'm very clear because this was the first feeling I initially felt when I saw these cards. When I first saw the Two of Cups, I was like, okay, this is a partnership that you're getting into that's mutual. You mutually both feel the same way. Then the High Priestess came out. The High Priestess is my no talkie card. You're not talking to each other. Here's the crazy shit. I don't know why you're not talking to each other, but you both feel the same way about one another. But what I am suspecting why you're not talking to each other is because somebody or one of the two of you is highly emotionally guarded, if not the both of you. Here it is. Somebody here, because this is at the bottom of the deck, and I hope this gets uncovered because I love that you both feel this way. You both think you've got soul connection, that you're soulmates, but look at you trying to find out information through a psychic and tarot readings. I'm sorry, I had to laugh because the card is right there. It's saying you're not talking, you're trying to figure it out in other ways. The reason you're not talking is because look at this person. This person is ready to shank someone. Don't come near me. I don't want to tell you my feelings and my deep dark secrets and my emotions. I'll shank you. That's guarding to the point where you're not going to bond otherwise. But here, you both kind of want to. We'll see when we clarify. It's kind of interesting, if you ask me. Let me see what the advice is here. Ooh, the advice is number one, go with the flow. All right. And number two, the universe is taking over. That's why they're telling you go with the flow. When I see the Wheel of Fortune, and this is why I said, ooh, this for me is the ultimate universe card. This is for me interjection by the higher ups. Guys, this is like your spirit guides. This is like your ancestors. This is the universe. This is upper fucking management. They are intervening on your behalf. Not one, not two, but three fates. Three fates are moving on your behalf to move the needle of your life because there's some sort of stagnation that you've been dealing with that need to get decluttered or out of your life, okay? Because your life has stagnated and now it's moving, it's turning the wheel. And Spirit's like saying, go with the flow, okay? Because these changes, you need to roll with the punches because you will end up in a place where you need to be. Interesting when we clarify. And let me tell me you don't love this card, Ten of Cups. Look at this. They're having a happy picnic over here with a little kid and everybody and, a tasty basket over there. There's even a freaking cat that's purring. This is a happy environment. This is a happy couplehood. I love it. 5 cups are yours, 5 cups are theirs. Everyone's happy. And that is what the universe is working on for you. Now, let's see the outcome of the week, please. Talk about wrapping up December beautifully. Que será 2023? Hola, 2024. Why is there a fire sign here? I'm not kidding. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If they're not a fire sign, this is just somebody that you have a lot of chemistry with, somebody you're very attracted to, somebody very creative, someone you feel a lot of passion with, a lot. All right. Now, they don't need to be a fire sign, but I did see a whopping majority of Aries in here. I also see Sagittarius with the World card and Pisces with the High Priestess. Now, with that said, this fire sign or fiery individual is in your outcome. I don't know if it's positive yet. I don't know if it's negative, but I do know that this is who's you're guarded from or they are guarded from you. I feel like they're scared. One of you is. That is why you're not talking. And this is somebody that I think feels the same way about you as you feel about them, but you're not telling each other this. This is what I suspect. We'll see. I'm going to start clarifying. Universe, angel, spirit guides for Taurus. Let's see the before feels, please. Justice. The Lovers. And the Two of Wands in reverse. What in God's name are you doing here? All right, no, I'll stop. All right, first of all, before, because this is the before deck, this is why your situation is currently present here. This Aries individual, it doesn't have to be Aries, it just this Emperor that's in your life. That's, it seems like it's a big, how can I say this? Energy in your world, right? As a person. And the Six of Swords, somebody that tried to mentally disengage from, you know, your combination of being together. That's the wrong word, not combination, but being with you. Anyway, here before you might have been holding on to this person or they were holding on to you, right? It doesn't matter who was holding on to who. If one of you is clinging on, you're clinging on to energy. That energy is not fucking broken. You can feel it like a tether. The string has not been taken out. And sometimes we do this subconsciously. We don't even realize we're doing it. You know how we're doing it? We're thinking about that person. Just random thought. Like you experience something, right? And you're like, oh, it would be so cool if I could just share this with Charlie. Or Charlie's thinking the same thing. There's that tether, right? So someone's holding on to somebody. And energy works in the way where it clings on to you, even if you want to detach. This is why we have the Six of Swords here, mentally detaching. But it's like a pull, a push and pull kind of thing. So before, you weren't willing to take a risk, either with this person or to move forward or something like that with this lover. Before, you were a lover. There's a connection. It's almost like intoxicating to the point of a disease, because when you're a lover, you have to make a decision. Are you more than lovers, or is that all you are? Okay, there, it's like you can't without them. It's like an obsession, but there's also something toxic about it. What could be toxic? Oh, I don't know. Being emotionally guarded is one, being breadcrumbed is another. Not discussing your future, all those are examples. Justice. Karma comes to collect all the time. When justice is here, scales are getting balanced. The wrongful party will be righted. So even if you're in court or you were done wrong or you were done dirty, scales get rectified. So all these energies with this lover from before is reflecting why you're here today as this person trying to disengage from this individual. Now, Universe, Angel, Spirit Guides, tell me after. I know I've like harped on this one part, but it sets off the rest of the reading. So does the Oracle. Stay for the Oracles. They are great advice and make so much sense. Plus, we need them for your extended reading. What's happening? Is there nothing here? Taurus, please. What's the after here with this Emperor and the Six of Swords? Two of Wands upright. See, you're about to embark on a new path, a new journey, as where before you weren't willing to take a risk. Now you might be, and maybe you see this person in your future. You definitely see somebody in your future moving forward with, right? So you're trying to make that wise choice, because here you are before. Before, you're like, I'm not willing to take a risk. Now you are. See, here you were alone, and this person was just staring at you about to leave. But it's in reverse. Now you're both together, but you're trying to make a wise choice. You're trying to make a wise decision. You're like, is this right for me? And that's a Virgo energy for you also. Because here is your Seven of Cups, and here it is also. Do you see how the cards are lining up? All right, let's continue. Tell me what the Seven of Cups is trying to say with before for Taurus, please. Something in a challenge position. Oh, you were challenged to heal. Interesting. You were challenged to, and the reason, oh wow, look at this, 2 4s. Remember, I was telling you about clinging on energy, holding on? One of the two of you is holding on to each other. And because of that reason, there was no healing, or that was the challenge to heal. Once we completely let go or they release us, we really can truly heal at that point because we're now unencumbered. Now we can see clearly, think clearly, and move forward clearly. So now here you are in this place because you haven't healed, you're reviewing your options and you're wondering what's best for you. At least these are the energies you're going to come into in the coming weeks. After, please, for Taurus. And here are those guards. There are those boundaries, those emotional wounds that you're guarding for dear life because you feel battered. You don't want anymore. You're tired. You don't. So now you're like, there was a marriage that went wrong, a commitment that went wrong, or something happened, and a lot of you, a group of you, are doing something that's not usually typical. You're going the untraditional route for some of you, or you will be, but we'll see. All right, so what is this? I can't wait to clarify. The Two of Cups and the High Priestess. Okay. One of the two of you is going to serve up an invitation to go and talk. Might be a phone call where you're actually talking on the phone and you can hear each other's voice. Not a text message, not a smoke signal, not a pigeon, an actual phone call. You're going to talk about your feelings. You might even go out for coffee, whatever it is for you. That's just what's going to happen. That's what's going to be put on the plate. Someone serves it up like that. And then the other person waits to see. Look at this person at the end of the bottom of the deck. That the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who's single, but I like how this person, she being female in the card, you, male, female, whoever you are, this is you, because it's an energy, are single. But you're looking at that hawk, wondering if that hawk is returning a message to you. Because back in the day, we used to send hawks and pigeons to do messaging. You're waiting for the response, even though you're single. To determine. This is the reason why you're sitting here wondering how, you know, I don't know if, I wouldn't say you're wondering. I only say that because the high priestess tells me, like, intuitively you feel the same thing for each other. You must know that, right, Taurus? You intuitively are picking that up. That this person feels the same way as you do. But because of all these friggin' boundaries, you guys aren't hearing it amongst each other. Let's see. Page of Swords. Yeah, you're sitting there stalking each other, getting information through social media, through friends, trying to bump into the person from the same location. I'm not trying to do that. Oh, okay, maybe they are. Guys, don't shoot the messenger. I'm reading exactly what I'm seeing. The Page of Swords is somebody who goes and stalks out info. Don't say I'm not okay. Maybe stalking is not the right word to use, but you get it. You're trying to procure information, but this is human because we all do it. All right, now, yeah, because you're curious or they're curious with this Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Sure, it's slightly immature, but who the hell doesn't do that? Anyway, whatever. Wheel of Fortune, please. Ooh. The holding on? There's a reason you're holding on. You feel that tether. Look at this. Here's what's challenging you, the Ten of Cups, to be a happy couple here with somebody. But the universe is going to give you an opportunity. And I think because you're challenged to see that, I don't know if you feel like it's hopeless or you can't see how you guys could be a happy couple. The universe is like, you know what? Just go with the flow, Taurus. You will see soon enough. It's funny. This just reminds me of a story, and I was just doing this in the Aries reading. How we last night I was out for drinks with, my sister and friends and whatever, and we were talking about a mutual friend. How she dates this one guy who's obsessed with her, but she breadcrumbs him, and we say it to her, and she breaks up with him, dates other guys, and when they break up with her, she goes back to that guy. Is the guy a sucker? Here's something more interesting to consider. Here's another perception most people haven't thought about. How many times does the universe have to tell you that that's your person? How many times? This person never left. This person's buying you bags, taking you to dinner, taking you everywhere, has taken you back twice. This guy is at your level. You are of the same caliber. You like to do the same things. You're both hitting your 40s. You've both never been married. You both don't have kids. You're in the same place in your life. You enjoy the same activities. How many ways is the universe going to show you, hey, dude, this is your person? Wheel of Fortune. And that's your advice. Now, after please. I think after we said that to our friend, she was like, holy shit, you're right. I'm like, yeah, you don't know that story about the boat when a city was like drowning, and then, like this car comes and they're like, come on, let's go. The city's flooding. And then it started going to like the houses, and then like rafts and boats started coming, and they're like, come on, the city's drowning. They're like, no, 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 God's going to save us. And then the airplane comes down. Come on, it's flooding here. They're like, no, no, God's going to save us. These people fucking died. They go to heaven. They're like, God, what happened? They're like, I sent you a car. I sent you a fucking raft. I sent you an airplane. God damn it. How many things did I have to show you? Wheel of Fortune. Hang in there. See something from a different perspective. How crazy is that? The hangman says, hang upside down and see it from a different perspective. This dude is being enlightened in a different direction, in a different way. All right. Now, let's see why this funky dude is, or dudette is in your outcome. King of Wands, please. I'm gonna die. I'm not kidding. Just like Aries, I have no idea how your card starts with one and ends with one. The Emperor. Look at this. Here the Emperor's just chilling, right? He's just sitting down, he's being chill, he's got his dog, he's having his day, he's like unencumbered, unbothered. Now all of a sudden, this motherfucker's standing up. He's now aware. The person you're not talking to. Dun dun dun. That's why you have a King of Wands over there. Now let's see after what they're saying. After what this King of Wands, please. Ooh. There's no message forthcoming. This is what is hurting the situation. This immature behavior of not texting back or not responding back. Yes. You're not putting your cards on the table. Someone's lying or withholding information, and this is what's keeping you guys single. That's insane. Okay, you definitely feel the same way about each other. I think you need to have an honest conversation. Because it's not forthcoming. Someone's either lying, withholding, or you're not sharing things together. Romance angels, please. Advise here. Retreat. But at the bottom of the deck, I do have reconciliation. I don't think it's over for some of you. I mean, this person that you're clearly have a serious connection with You're trying to see how this can have gone from lover to couplehood. Um, there's a heavy connection there, though. Right. Shadow and Light Oracle. I like this deck. I like this deck for Oracle cards and the Wisdom House of Night. I'm going to put these in the description box down below. I think they're pretty cheap. You can order them from Amazon. And, you know, if you got a burning question and you really need some help and advice, I think they're great. And then you just ask your question and then shuffle a bit, and whatever pops out, perfect. Taurus, please. No, I'm not taking 3. Break it down. Taurus, please. They're just too long to read. Thank you. All right, I'll just look at this. Rejection and... Does that say mentoring? Maturing. That's why you have the pages. They're immature. Rejection and maturing. I'm not saying you're immature. I'm saying the energy in the cards. And yeah, it certainly can be your person. Now, let's see what's going on here with action reaction. Action reaction. Monkey see, monkey do. You're mirroring each other. That's what you're doing. That's why you have the Two of Cups. Right smack in the center of your reading. Action reaction. Action and reaction might seem like similar concepts, but there's one significant difference between the two. A reaction is an instant, almost impulsive response to something that's happening. An action, however, is a conscious decision made after consideration. That's why you had the Hermit card. Reactions are mostly triggered by emotions, whereas an action is determined after logical thinking. It's the thinking brain versus the emotional brain, and sometimes it can be difficult to distinguish the two. This card encourages you to think how to respond in different triggering situations. Are you in control of the responses or are you not? If you find that you're not, it might be helpful to take time out when you feel triggered and use both your emotions and logic to find an appropriate response. Ask yourself if your initial thought is accurate and whether it's necessary for you to do anything at all. Reacting can often cause regret, as after we have cooled down from what triggered the response in the first place, we can see the damage we might have caused. It's easier to see the situation in a different light when the trigger has stopped. A helpful thing to do might be to try and find out what the root cause of the trigger is. Can you find a pattern, or are you always triggered in similar situations? Also look back and see what things have helped to be less reactive. Does it help you to go for a walk, visualize yourself in a different place, count to 10, or repeat a simple mantra? Affirm. I act rather than react. Action, reaction. All right, guys, what a great reading. Leave me your comments. You know I read everything. And of course, I'm interested in what you guys have to say. Alrighty. Everybody else, for members, the link is down below in the description box, and I'll see you guys there.